Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Foxtel Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks. And this is a weekly update of what's going on in the stock market and with the top 3 option plays that we were watching this week. So the 3 stocks that we were looking into were Carnival Cruise, PLTR, and Vermilion Energy. Please make sure to click that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. Also subscribe and click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video for you guys. So just a little update of what's been going on this week. A lot of what we've been talking about revolves the fear, uncertainty, and doubt over the financial direction of the Federal Reserve. So this week, starting on Tuesday, the members of the Federal Open Markets Committee got together for the first 2-day monetary policy meeting that we've had in 2022. And a lot of the discussion is around the central bank's timeline for increasing interest rates to ultimately lower the extremely high inflation margin that we have right now. The meeting actually is going to end today. Going forward, we should have some idea of what to expect in the near term future. And I actually said this in the Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, just go down below and join our Discord group, BGS Trading Family. There's so much uncertainty in the market right now. It's kind of difficult to hold on to any long position with the constant volatility. So if you were watching the overall movement of the market starting on Monday, you saw what happened. I mean, there was a huge bloodbath in the morning. Most of the stocks taking huge losses. The S&P 500 was down 4% at one point in the day, and then around noon it actually rebounded to the point where it was up 0.3% in the green. And they say that's one of the biggest rebounds that we've seen in the stock market in a single day since 2018. A lot of that initial fear selling was from retail investors, and those are just non-institutional, non-professional, regular people like you and me. A lot of people bought out, and then after the price went down, they bought the dip and brought it back up. And on top of that, another big hit to the stock market came from geopolitical issues with tensions growing between Russia and Ukraine. On Monday, the United States Department of Defense announced that we have about 8,500 American troops on alert at all times, awaiting orders for any development if anything goes down. With all of that, this actually wasn't too bad for one of the top 3 stocks that we were talking about, Vermilion Energy, because those overseas tensions actually caused crude oil prices to rise, over the fear of low supply. And that actually gave a little boost to a lot of stocks in the energy sector. So with that being said, let's just take a quick look at the option positions that we were talking about for this week. So the first stock that we were looking into was CCL, that's Carnival, and we were honestly overall bearish with the ongoing pandemic and how that could affect the demand for a vacation on the sea. And then also worries about higher interest rates making it more difficult for cruise lines to pay off that, if you remember, that $67 billion debt, that we were talking about on Monday. These catalysts could really push cruise stocks, to dip even lower. What we were looking at, we did kind of see this uptrending pattern. We mentioned the uptrending pattern, and you'll see right here that we have 2 trend lines. And honestly, just kind of looking at the way that CCL has moved throughout the week compared to other stocks, it looks like it could possibly be going back into that pattern. So you see we've come down here to where our trending line was for the area. We've had some movement upwards. So when we were starting this position, we were bearish, and CCL was trading around $19.99. Towards the beginning of the week, like I said, you'll see that most stocks dropped on Monday. So it did drop down to a low of $18.25, and that, in my opinion, would have been the best time to capture profits if you got into the bearish position that we were in. So if you recall, we were looking at the long puts for March the 18th, okay? And we were looking at the $20 put. So around the time when we were looking at it, it was trading at $1.70 for the premium. And you'll see right now it's definitely lost value because CCL has gone up in price, as you'll see. So you see we had that initial dip on Monday, but it rebounded pretty much back to where we opened that day, and it's been in an uptrend throughout the week. But today on Wednesday, there was so much uncertainty in the market, and I said that in the Discord group. I wouldn't have traded today because there was just so much uncertainty and trading, pretty much side trading, and most of the market dropped. Around 2 o'clock, you'll see that a lot of stocks plummeted, closing lower than we opened for the day. So that just goes to show you how volatile the market was. So going to the charts here, this is our actual option position. You can see here, we started it with the premium of $1.70. Most of that profit during the morning on Monday, it actually jumped all the way up to about $2.81 in premiums. Capture those quick profits, especially during high volatile times like this, because you see how quickly the prices are changing here. Once you've reached your profits about 30 to 60%, don't be afraid to take those profits and run. The next stock we were looking at was Palantir Tech, that's PLTR. And when we were checking, we were also bearish on this, and we were looking at this, it was around $13.53. So we were bearish on this also, and you'll see this one was more bearish than Carnival. So you'll see that just like CCL, this happened on Monday. It dropped down to $11.75, but it rebounded quickly and kind of side traded for a majority of the week. A lot of uncertainty, and then it kind of dipped a little bit on the end of today. So I mean, of course, it's going to be profitable for our puts, but would you have wanted to hold that through that time? So once again, get those quick profits. Now, we were looking at the March 18th puts, and we were actually looking at the $14 put. So when we were looking at this, premium was around $1.73. Now this one is still actually in profit at this time, around $2.26 on that initial Monday. This is our actual option contract that we were looking at. On that Monday, this reached pretty much $3. So it went from premium of $1.73 to around $3 on that Monday. Take those profits and run. But it's still more profitable than it was right now. So if you're in the money on this, I would be comfortable with these profits that you have right now with the premium of $2. Go ahead and get out of that. And this was the energy stock that we were talking about that had some of the benefits off of the overseas issues. If you guys got into this position, this was a bullish position. So we were anticipating this moving upwards. And the reason why, honestly, it was all based off of the pattern. If you saw, we were looking at it when it did reach that $16 and it had a little bit of a correction, and we were wondering, is this a correction and is it going to continue moving upwards? You know, we had a low RSI. It's been moving up this week. On Monday, it performed like a lot of stocks. It dropped a little bit. It didn't pass our entry target. Our entry target was around $15. Monday, it was going well. Tuesday, it went well. Wednesday, with all of the talk of the Federal Reserve, it didn't really move too much. It was kind of side trading. And like most stocks, it dropped towards the end of the day, but this one did gain profit. So on this one, we were looking at calls, and we were looking at the VET, not BET, VET $15 call. And when we were checking it out, it was around $1.20. Now, right now it's trading around $1.85 for the premium. So it's still more profitable than it was when we were looking at it. Again, this is our actual option contract right here, the $15 call. It got most of its profit on Wednesday. It moved up to a premium of around $2.25. So that's a pretty good move up. This one was also profitable, even in the down bearish market that we had the first couple of days of this week. For me, I'm comfortable with taking profits. So make sure that you guys, are being safe with your trades. Cut your losses quickly, around 20%. And I think that everybody will do great. If you haven't, make sure you check out the last video that we posted on the breakout strategy. Okay, we talked about breakout stocks, how to check them out, how to avoid false breakouts, and also a few different scanners on how to scan for stocks that look like they're about to break out. Okay, so make sure you check out that pressure, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. All right.